What is up YouTube, and welcome to this Legends of Tomorrow Season 3 video. So if you're new to the channel, a subscribe is super appreciated, as well as a like if you did enjoy the video. So welcome. Legends of Tomorrow Season 3 has actually seemingly had quite a lot of news so far in store for what is actually happening. We know that Vixen is coming back, of course, going by Heroes and Villains Fan Fest in London, which you can check that panel out on my channel as well. We have got a brand new Black Adam character coming to Legends of Tomorrow Season 3 as well. And we've also had a brand new poster, which is this image, of course, as well. So it's looking really good. We've also had as well, we've got the synopsis where we know that Rip Hunter will be leading his own version of the Time Masters, aka Time Lords, in the future as well, as he kind of regrets all the stuff he did with the Legends of Tomorrow, as time is completely screwed up. Now that is pretty much where we left the season, where we left Season 2, where time has completely messed up. So, interestingly, I find it weird that Legends of Tomorrow has actually got most of the news that's coming out faster for any other show. Maybe because it hasn't been off, it's been off air longer than Arrow, Supergirl, and of course The Flash as well, even though Supergirl has had some news as well. But interestingly, we are getting Billy Zane. So Billy Zane is a huge name. He is most known for Titanic. He had a bit part in Zoolander. He's just a really talented actor, and he was also in the film The Phantom as well. Now, he will be playing the role of P.T. Barnum. So if you don't know who P.T. Barnum is, he was the forefather or the creator of the modern circus, the Barnum and Bailey circus, which means we are heading to the 1800s, so possibly the late 1800s, as Billy Zane will be playing this character. So executive producer Phil Klemperer said that obviously we couldn't resist putting Victor Garber and Billy Zane back on the screen for the first time since the Titanic. But I've wanted to bring Billy onto Legends every since I saw him in a Friends comedy pilot. I'm not sure what people will know how funny Billy is, although we cast him as P.T. Barnum because we knew that he would be able to find the soul beneath the larger-than-life showman. Truth is, Barnum never said there's a sucker born every minute. He was less of a con man, more of a father of modern advertising, a guy who made things go viral before that was a thing. Sure, in one sense he's the villain of our story, but in another he's just a guy who wants to put on a good show. Anyone who works in TV can relate to that, right? Anyway, Billy seemed like the perfect guy to get that duality. The thing about history books is that they turn famous people into 2D characters. This season of Legends we wanted to meet other famous figures from history, people like Barnum, people we think we know, so that we can find the aspects of them, the parts of their story the history books left out. We want to bring history to life by infusing it with heart, humour and total absurdity, often at the same time. Now, this is really telling. So we know that Billy Zane will actually be the villain of the episode. We're not too sure how he will be the villain of this. Will he have trapped the Legends? Will he have got someone like Nate who could turn to steel and then be able to kind of market him and have him at the focus of his circus, which I would probably expect that would make the most sense. They would get trapped and then he would be the circus guy. Maybe. Can't see them having some kind of huge other story for him. But interestingly, we do have the Time Bureau, which is led by Rip Hunter, which is what was revealed in the synopsis of the Season 3. So a lot of stuff is actually going on, and interestingly, it looks like they are going for more historical figures, which I think isn't actually that bad of an idea. The best episodes were ones with J.R.R. Tolkien and obviously Einstein as well. The kind of episodes where they went to Japan, I feel that having kind of a really well-known historical figure really does make that episode a lot better. I mean, we had the Civil War episode, and it really does actually anchor it to history, so we know what we're doing. we know where we are. And even if you're not hot on history, I mean, these characters are very, very famous historical figures, so you will know the time period, and you kind of get that on two levels there of having the show and also having a sort of a history lesson as well, which I think is really, really cool, because more people need to actually learn about history and know what came before them, because if you don't learn history, if you don't learn about history, then you are doomed to repeat it. So really, really cool there. It looks like they are sticking with the trope of having a different kind of historical figure, so each episode, kind of like obviously Quantum Leap, where Scott Bakula had a different version of himself every episode. Sliders also had a different version of the Earth as well, a different multiverse as well. So I think that's really, really cool having Billy Zane in this. He's a very, very talented actor, and weirdly, he hasn't actually been cast in a lot of things recently, so I'm actually hoping that this is going to improve his career and get him cast in a lot more films, because people can realise, and it will introduce him to a brand new kind of generation. And of course, as well, we've got him back with Victor Garber, who was also in Titanic, Victor Garber is a very, very talented actor and has been in numerous films and TV shows. So I think that this is going to be pretty good. This casting is on point. Billy Zane is absolutely fantastic, and I would highly recommend watching Titanic if you haven't actually watched it, and also go to his IMDb to catch up and see all of his other films. Now, obviously, we do have the Black Adam character as well coming to our show. We have got Talia Ash, who will be playing Zari Adriana Tomaz, who is in the comics, the wife of Black Adam at some point. So having her in this is also a big coup for this. So expect a lot more characters, as they will be casting a lot more people, not only for the Wave Rider, but for the historical episodes as well. So that is it for this video. Please drop a like, please subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye.